All right, y'all. Welcome back to the HOE PHA podcast, a Millennial experiment.
Y'all already know we are powered by SIRENS NYC.
And it's your girl, Becky J.
And it's your girl, MJ, repping for the thick girls worldwide.
Oh, shit. Bitch. I didn't even get my shit.
I noticed.
I know. You didn't even give me a little space. I mean, I kind of forgot.
Yeah, you
but
did.
Let me run that back. It's your girl, Becky J, your friendly neighborhood sex symbol.
And it's your girl, MJ. You heard what I said.
You know why I'm here. Nah, for those of y'all just tuning in, hey, y'all on the YouTube Live and on Instagram Live. This is the whole phase where we talk about dating, relationships, and sex as millennials in New York City. And let me tell y'all, it's kind of trash, kind of not trash.
You know, we're making it work. You know, it used to be way more trash in the beginning.
Exactly. We're like finding ourselves and shit. But yeah, we come here every week to give you guys an update on what's going on in our dating lives, as well as interview some amazing guests and find out how the fuck they're dating. We trying to just figure this shit out and come together. All right. So MJ, how the fuck has your week been? You been lit, sis.
Listen, I don't know. Y'all know last week I decided I wasn't gonna focus on men like that, this winter or for the rest of my life, I'm just gonna focus on myself, depending on what the fuck happens. And the universe has literally just started rewarding me. Like, I don't know, shit just happened so fast.
Okay, what happened?
All right. So yesterday, I was in a pop-up fashion show in Times Square.
Ooh, bitch.
It was lit as fuck.
Litty titties.
It was litty titties everywhere. Everybody was in lingerie. Like, it was cold, but a hoe never gets cold.
So can you tell us more about the actual fashion show and everything?
Fashion show, it's called The Real Catwalk, and it's basically highlighting real bodies and what real women look like, because we're so used to seeing these tall, skinny models, and it's like not everybody looks like that. Like, I know when Fashion Week came around last time, like, it just had me feeling really bad about myself. I don't know why, but it just had me feeling really bad about myself. But I'm also a very confident person. I'm confident in what I look like. And yesterday, restored that for me. So I felt really good.
That's awesome. I'm dead happy for you. I feel like you just been literally glowing, mad.
Listen.
Hype, just mad, confident. I love that shit.
OD. And I got to meet Christiana from America's Next Top Model. Yes. First of all, we went to a training on Thursday,
like a dress rehearsal,
like a dress rehearsal, but only 30 girls were allowed.
Okay.
And bitch, I made it.
Okay. And
I got to practice my runway walk.
Okay.
And apparently that shit was lit.
I'm proud of you, sis. I'm dead proud of you. I feel like this past year, you definitely have been growing, and your inner confidence and your self-esteem has been growing OD.
Yeah, I feel like this year has been such a good year for me. I did my first paid photo shoot this year.
Bitch.
I was paid.
Bitch. Did you tell everybody about that?
No, I never talked about it before. Because when I told my mom about the photo shoot, she was like, you weren't naked, right? I was just like, yeah. I didn't really say nothing, but yeah, it was a naked photo shoot, Mom. Sorry. She's probably in this live right now.
Hey, Ma.
Hey, girl.
But also, he's a lit photographer.
He's a lit photographer. I got to work with Ryan McGintley. And when I did the photo shoot, they was just oh, let's bring out the fan, so it could blow my hair or whatever. And then they was just yeah, we used the same fan on Beyonce. I was like, bitch, what?
Oh, shit. MJ got that Beyonce fan, okay?
I almost lost my shit. I can't wait to see what those pictures fucking look like.
That's going to be lit.
And also, it's going to be on an exhibit in a fucking museum. So it's lit.
Bitch, listen. This is what happens when you focus that outer glow onto that inner glow, okay?
Yes. And they will not be posted on Instagram. Just so y'all know. I'm not posting my naked body on Instagram for my less than 2,000 followers.
Once you hit 10, maybe?
20.
Okay.
100.
Okay. It's 20. Okay, nice. But damn, sis, I'm dead proud of you. I gotta step my shit up. I feel like it's having a sister like this. I gotta get naked and shit in Times Square. The fact I'm about to do this next show naked, full on naked.
No, there was a girl. She had pasties and underwear on.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cute.
Yeah,
that's lit. That's dope.
Yo, when you see the picture from the runway, I'm gonna show you later. That shit is fire.
I'm nervous. I don't know. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. But I don't know.
It's gorgeous. I'm also waiting for more pics, but. Yeah, y'all are just going to be amazed.
You fucking killed it, sis. You fucking killing shit. That's dope. Shout out to that self-love.
Right?
Okay.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely been focusing on, that self-love this week, too, because Last week, first of all, y'all, I was fucking drunk. Shout out to Chef KT for bringing sangria before the show started.
Before the punchline.
Who asked for that?
And then we mixed it. Don't forget that.
I definitely was super wasted. And then I was also on my period, so hormones. And then I was just in my feelings last week, y'all. Talking about the nigga didn't call me back. The nigga sent me an emoji. I was there talking to he was like, yo, y'all was wilding last week. All I did was send an emoji. I'm like, yeah, but when I'm in my feelings.
Like, it's like you were in your feelings and we were in your feelings for you.
Yeah.
Because, me and RB, we're a team to be fucking reckoned with, okay? Like,
Facts.
Defense squad.
Yeah, I like having y'all on my squad. But we definitely was like all going in talking about this nigga sent an emoji. What the fuck he think? Who he think you are? He gonna send you an emoji, bitch. But I'm definitely a lot more centered, y'all. And I've definitely just been focusing, like you said, on myself. And I don't know. I feel like all the I don't know, all the things that I'm trying to get from like other people or from men or from anything, like, oh, feeling loved or feeling safe or feeling wanted or feeling desired, all that stuff, like, I've just been giving it to myself.
Yes.
And then I've just been feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, what does it feel like when I'm loved? What does I feel like? And I've just been feeling really fulfilled, really blessed, abundance, like... So I've just been on that wavelength. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like it attracts more. Now the nigga hitting me up more. Exactly. Now we getting more phone calls. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm just on that vibration instead of being on the vibration of no.
Why is he thinking me mad?
Yeah, that's just, oh, God. Oh, God.
Like, what, bitch? He's busy. You're busy. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, and then so I'm definitely mortified because like I be trying to like not be in my feelings, and like literally my therapist is just like, yo, when you first started coming here, all you kept saying was you in your feelings. So I'm definitely trying to like, you know, get to that place where I'm just like, oh, I'm observing what's going on and not reacting.
But also, like, having a podcast also puts all that stuff on the forefront, too. Like,
yeah, exactly.
And I feel like we go through things different, especially we be talking in front of people, and it's just like, wait, bitch, he did what? And then, like, it just gets so out of hand.
Facts.
But speaking of podcasts, we was actually on a podcast on Friday.
Yes, shout out to the Wind Down podcast. Shout out to Tori and Daisha. Yeah.
Some beautiful black women, y'all. I'm telling you. Some Southern belles.
So beautiful. Skin on fleek. Like, they were just so fly. Like, oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they flew up from Atlanta. All right.
Yeah, they were doing a New York City tour of a bunch of different shows and stuff. And we were honored to be one of the shows. Like, that shit was so lit. We definitely talked about hoe phase and what that looks
hoism.
like.
They asked us what's the most savage thing we've ever done.
Yeah. Y'all just gonna have to check out the episode to hear that shit, because we just kept going around like, oh, I thought of another one. We just kept thinking of
it. Was like the Savage Circle.
Facts.
Sidebar, that would be a good name for a podcast.
That would be.
Like, just mad girls talking that shit.
Dibs, okay? We got that.
Trademarked.
Yeah, but that was so much fun. Like, literally so much fun.
Also, so I was on her page, like on Tori's page before the show, and I saw a picture of my best friend from elementary school. She had moved away when I was in 5th grade. So then I had said that to her. I was just like, oh, like I recognized one of the girls on your page. And then she was just like, that's my best friend.
She's like, she's been my best friend since she moved. Yeah, so and that was crazy.
And then she FaceTimed her, and then like it was just such a small world. Like, shit is fucking crazy.
That
like,
shit was really cute. And she's like, Mom, it's Marissa. Like, on FaceTime.
She was like, Marissa Jean. I'm like, come on, like my whole fucking name. Like,
yo, that shit was really cute. But yeah, I've been having like, I feel like this week's been really good. Like, I'm excited. I feel like the end of the year is coming up. So it's like doing a lot of reflecting. And also, like, I'm starting my New Year's resolutions
right now.
It takes 3 weeks to form a habit. So I'm trying to already have that shit running and rolling by January 1st. So that means all that self-love, discipline, setting my clothes out before the night, packing my lunch, all that good shit. Shit. Yes, bitch.
Wait, outfits? In the night before?
I'm trying to do that shit, bitch. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Laundry schedule, regularly, all that shit. I'm trying to get that shit popping. Using my planner, like all that shit.
And I'm just letting y'all know, 2019 we about to be some different bitches. Like,
okay.
I'm just
Prices
saying
going
right now.
up, okay.
Like, if y'all already think we move different, like we about to move hella different.
Facts. Okay, but let's see how much time. Oh, my timer went off. But yeah, let's get into your holistic for the week.
Okay, y'all. So welcome to Holistic, where your favorite co-host, MJ, tells you the best ways to get your pussy popping as fuck.
It's holistic.
Hey, it's holistic. I gotta
She's
be
a
RB
hoe.
this week.
It's holistic.
And she's a hoe too.
It's holistic.
And we all hoes. Okay. So when I was at the model practice, like the runway practice, like this girl just kept saying to me, she was like, I can just feel your confidence like radiating off of you.
Damn, that
Like,
energy?
That energy. I'm just like, what? Like she was like, just when you were walking up to me, like she was like, I just feel it. I'm just like, oh shit.
That's some
okay.
powerful ass shit.
Right? I'm just like, you know what? It's good to have that energy. And then another girl was asking me like how she can get my level of confidence. But she was asking me and another girl. So shout out to Aurea. I think her name is Definition Desire on Instagram.
Okay.
She's some bad Puerto Rican Joan.
Okay.
She's beautiful, like as fuck. Like I think I like her. But yeah, she was telling us ways like how we can love ourselves. And she was saying basically
so is that what the
you gotta
holistic tip?
Yeah.
How to be more confident?
How to be more confident and how to love yourself and be comfortable with who you are.
Okay.
So here is the way to do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need you to get naked right now.
Right now.
Everybody coming out on Thursday.
On live, everybody listening.
No, not everybody now.
If you at work listening, get naked.
All right. Get naked by yourself, obviously, or with your partner, whatever. And just look in the mirror. And I need you to look at your body and examine your entire body for what it is.
Butt crack too?
Everything.
Okay.
And then you're going to divide your body into 3 sections, okay?
Okay.
And then you're going to pick one part from each section of your body that you love.
Okay.
And then you're going to write them down and then remind yourself every day about the parts of yourself that you love. And that remind yourself that you love yourself. Yes.
Yeah, because I know a lot of times I'll look in the mirror and the first thing I see are the things that I hate. Like,
exactly.
Oh my God, my eyes are so dark today. Like, I'm like, great, I have to fix that. Instead of like, oh, like, I have a beautiful smile. Yeah.
Or look at all this melanin I have. I just got some extra right here. Like,
okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice little flip. I like that.
Exactly. We just gotta trick ourselves. Flip it in your head so you could be fucking happy, because don't nobody want to be miserable no more. Don't nobody want to be depressed no more.
It's not gonna work. I feel like just the energy of our whole freaking collective. Like, we don't have time for this shit. You know what I mean? We all have to love ourselves. We have to
I'm gonna give you about 1 breakdown a week. That's the sympathy I have.
Okay, that's fair enough. We gotta pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and win.
Yeah. That's all. That's all for today, y'all.
That's a good tip. I like that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm gonna do that right now. No, I'm playing. Just playing. I know y'all would like that. Definitely on YouTube. Definitely would get flagged though. But that's dope. I like that.
I bet y'all would stop fucking trolling us now when you see her titties.
Right? They're really beautiful. Okay, so I have a TMI this week.
It's not a bad one.
It's not that bad. It's a little awkward, but it's not that bad. Reg shit. So shout out. I don't know if y'all been peeping the grabbers.
Do not tell the nail salon.
What do you mean?
Like, don't name the nail salon, because we don't need no more competition.
No. I'm not telling nobody nothing.
Okay.
But y'all don't know if y'all see the grabbers. Ever since, I don't know, the beginning of the year, I was like, I'm stepping my shit up. I'm doing more self-love. I'm getting my nails done. I'm making sure they're good. So I just got my nails done this weekend. But these last few weeks have been a little bit on the budget side. So I couldn't really get the fill-in or anything. And I wasn't trying to take them off either. So you know when your shits be growing the fuck out. They like...
Yours wasn't even that bad though. I've seen some crazy grown out nails before. Like, they were bad, but I've seen some like up to here grown out nails.
That's scary. But they were really grown out, and they were like starting to what do you like starting to bend and like you know
bend and snap.
Exactly, all that good stuff. So like I couldn't really like maneuver. I had to be so careful with everything, like a few of them. So I definitely been trying to schedule a dick appointment / cuddle appointment / I don't know. I just need some hugs and some shit and some kisses, you know what I mean? But whatever, we grinding.
Wait, so you were gonna suck some dick in between that?
What do you mean?
You said you wanted some hugs and kisses.
Hugs, kisses, and dick. Yeah. A combination.
Okay.
Yeah. But definitely was gonna suck some dick. That's what the grabbers are for, to grab the dick. So I was just like, dang, my nails is falling off. Can I even suck the dick with these trash nails? Like, I don't think so. Like, I don't think it was gonna be valid. Then I was like, should I pop some of them off? That's not gonna look good on the dick either.
But I feel like niggas is used to seeing shit like that, like seeing the band-aids on the nails. Like, they're used to that.
Oh my God.
That's the culture.
I guess it is the culture, but like...
That would throw me off if that was on my dick. And I don't even have a dick.
I don't know. So I was definitely stuck in between take the fucking 2 nails off and stroke the dick, or be out there there's no way I could have been able to do it. Like them shits was hurting. So to be honest, the dick appointment, because Mercury's in retrograde, it didn't even happen anyways, and I ended up getting my nails done. So I think I'm ready for the next time. These are nice and secure.
And she got some fucking... What's that? The foil in there?
The foil, yeah.
That's going to look real nice.
My nail tag, shout out to Michael. I'll say his name. Michael, he always trying to hype me and gas me. And then at the end, he's like, yeah, this was $65. I'm like, nigga, why didn't I just get the regular shit? But you know what? Shout out to Michael. I got my holiday nails on now.
I get my nails done like that only because the last time when he painted them, they were so trash. Like, you can't get paint no more. I'm sorry. You got to get that color acrylic.
Yeah, but shout out to my new grabbers out here. Hopefully the next episode, they will be in use, okay? Because to be honest, I don't know how much longer I can go. Like, I'm going to have to climb in bed with MJ at this point, to be honest, for some
You
warmth.
just said you didn't want to cuddle with me in the car, so
I know.
request denied.
Oh, wow, bitch. Okay, it's all good. I'll be fine. X videos is doing me just right. It is. I definitely graduated from Pornhub a long time ago. Okay, but all right, this was cool. I feel like very positive this week. No emotional breakdowns. So let's high five to that.
No dicks in us either.
I'm not high fiving to that. The fuck?
No, I've been feeling it this week, but we don't gotta talk about that.
All right, so we're gonna get into the question of the week, and we're gonna introduce our popping guests, because everybody on lives already like talking about who is he, where he at. We trying to see him.
Yeah, we'll see him.
We got a real king on this week, all right. But before we introduce him, we're gonna talk about the question of the week, which is:
can you do business with someone you are sexually attracted to? Why or why not?
All right, and we'll be right back with our guests and with our answers. Okay.
Bye.
All right, niggas. All right, y'all. We are back with Shameek, a.k.a. Perception.
Peace. What up? What's good?
I know y'all been seeing this face all over your timeline, all over the gram, and everything, speaking that knowledge and speaking them facts.
Word.
All right, y'all. So before the break, we were talking about the question of the week, which is: can you do business with someone you're sexually attracted to? Wait, MJ, hold up. Do we usually do the introducer first?
We switch it up.
Okay. All right. You know what? Let's do it. Okay, before we get into the question of the week, please introduce yourself. Let everyone know a little bit about you, and all that good stuff.
All right. So first and foremost, all praises due, peace to the gods and earths out there. You know what I mean? And they call me Shameek. I got 7 Perception on Instagram. The 7 is pretty much silent, just for the God number. But Perception, I go by Perception on the gram, just because everybody has their own view. You know what I'm saying, on life, and I like to tackle different topics. I'm just a regular kid from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On his journey, finding the knowledge of himself and letting the world watch, I guess. You feel me? That's about it. It's not even too complicated about it.
Yeah, documenting your journey along the way.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And it's cool to see, too. Like, I had seen you on Instagram, like, before I even met you.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
For real?
No,
yeah.
Definitely,
That's crazy.
definitely.
I remember, because we did Danny's event together.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
how we actually met.
And then
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh shit, he's from Instagram.
That's crazy. Word. That's what's up. Shout out to Danny and Damo. I
Definitely.
haven't spoken to them in a minute, but you know it's always love, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. We all out here working, and now we're like homies. Isn't that cool?
Facts. Like we really
Right?
became like friends for real.
Yeah.
I don't even call people my friends like that. Everybody that know me, like I do the associate thing heavy, but
Oh, we're friends.
yeah, I definitely.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I definitely became my
That's
friends.
very
You feel me?
cute.
So.
Oh, that's
word.
dope. That's dope. Nah, it's all love. I feel like I be learning OD. I feel like it's nice to have a man like this in our lives who has this type of perspective, because sometimes we be feeling lost in the sauce.
Word,
man.
word.
Seriously. All right, so let's get into this question of the week before we get into, all the juicy topics. Can you do business with someone you're sexually attracted to? Why or why not? What do you think?
I just think it depends on the mind of the two people, but the way it is nowadays, it's always somebody who's gonna cross the line or catch feelings or not know how to hold themselves, like, you know what I mean, in a professional manner. It's just always like that. Like the ideal thing would be to keep it professional, and anything outside of work, keep it outside of work. But 9 times out of 10, if it's not the woman catching the feelings, if it's not, it'll be the man catching the feelings, you know what I mean? And it's just bad for business. You might as well just avoid that in general.
Yeah.
Because, you should need to focus on the task.
And that's the bag.
Yeah, that's the bag. That's it. You know what I mean? To
Exactly.
the goal. Stick to the goal, man. Because mixing up them feeling, people just react over emotions nowadays, especially. A lot of times people don't know how to control their emotions. So the moment they see that something they don't like, they just start jumping. You know what I mean? They could fuck up the whole thing y'all been working on.
Right? It could fuck up the whole business. Then y'all not doing it anymore.
Right. Whoa, it's a fact.
It just gets really messy. What do you think, MJ?
So I don't think people were really getting the question like that. Like, I think they were seeing it as like, oh, I could do business with someone that I like. But I was saying it more as, what if you're trying to work and like a nigga has feelings for you and it just fucks the whole shit up because it's inappropriate, if those feelings aren't reciprocated. So I had this situation, literally just happened. I had followed this photographer from yesterday.
He was like shooting the
Yeah, he was
catwalk?
shooting the show. So I was like trying to see if there was any pictures of him of me on his page. And then he just is commenting like wild shit on my pictures. And I'm just like, he's just like, yeah, juicy. And I'm just like, ew, like you're a fucking photographer. Like, I just feel like photographers be mad inappropriate. Like they be using that as a way to like get in.
Facts.
And I feel like
pick up the camera talking about, you want to shoot?
Yeah, you want to
pick your
get
titties
naked, put your vagina on the concrete. Like,
Yeah, you definitely gotta
Let
be
me put
careful.
some black tape on your nipples and put you in a dumpster. Yeah, that's a concept.
and I feel like a lot of the reasons like men would try to work with you is so that they could get that in on you, you know?
That's a fact. A lot of women told me that. A lot of the photographers that they work with. That's why sometimes you have to bring somebody with you because you never know what the intentions are.
Exactly.
Always,
And like
definitely.
I used to go with somebody that we used to be cool, whatever the case may be. And I used to go with her friend and it was just like you could just feel it off the rip. Like they'll be mad. Some of them be cool when they realize, how I am, my mentality. They actually vibe with me. Some of them, oh, this your bodyguard. I'm like, yeah, I'm making sure nothing happen. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah,
like why you gotta say like that? What's your fucking intention?
They be
Like,
feeling some
Yeah.
type of way when you bring somebody.
yeah, like what you trying to have a photographer? You trying to record somebody getting like a porno? What is it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. It shouldn't matter if it's just
Yeah.
professionalism.
Word.
And I didn't think that's key. It doesn't matter if you're attracted to someone, if you're not attracted to someone, because to me, I always assume people are attracted to me. I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit into myself. So it doesn't matter if you're attracted to me or not attracted to me. It's about the professionalism. It's like, how are you moving?
Yes.
Why are you texting me after a certain time? Why are you texting me in general? Hit the email. If
Exactly.
you're really trying to work. Why, you know what I mean? All that stuff. Why are you making slick comments? Why are you licking your lips at me? Like, that's just not gonna work.
Yo, that did happen to us the other week too. Like we hosted an event and then the guy, like they was just like, like they have a business space, like an event space, and they want us to like use their space, which I'm cool with. Like I'm cool with doing business and shit. But then this nigga licked our faces. And
You
then
lick my face too?
Yeah, he licked your face too.
Oh, I don't know.
And then he called me
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. He licked your face like this is a photographer?
No. He's like a rapper.
Oh, y'all were in the video?
No.
it was like we hosted an event, and it was after the event we were like networking, like, oh, we could do this, we could do
like
that.
just trying to see ways we could work together, like throw events
Oh,
together.
my
Dang, I don't
God.
remember him licking my face. Now I'm kind of tight.
We was a
But
little
then
drunk.
he was just like, oh yeah, like we can have a meeting.
They were like,
right
oh, you trying to have
now.
a meeting right now? Like
Let's
we could go
smoke
smoke.
and get some drinks. I was like, that's not a meeting. Like
Yeah.
that's like a fake date or
Exactly.
something.
It's
Like,
a
I
double
don't know
date
what
because it was two niggas.
But isn't that insulting? I feel like that's almost like insulting to y'all for people to think y'all that stupid.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You know
It
what I
really
mean?
is insulting.
Absolutely. But I feel like at this point, like, I just have like basic guidelines. Like, if you hitting me up after 8 o'clock, no, it's a dub. If you hitting me up like after certain things, like, it's just a dub. I'm not going to your house. I'm not going to do anything with you. We're not getting drinks. We're not doing this. We're gonna sit down at fucking Starbucks with our books and our planners
At
and
2
talk
p.m.
shit. Right? And then, but niggas, you really notice that the business kind of fall off when you start trying to move that way. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, it's just not gonna go through.
Yeah, and he called me at like 12 at night. And I'm just like, what kind of business do you want to discuss right now? Like, one, I'm not answering. And like, I'm not even going to acknowledge you. But you know what I just remembered, Becky?
What?
Remember we was trying to do our first video shoot?
Uh-huh.
And then we met up with those two guys?
Yes.
And that was supposed to be a business meeting?
Yes.
Tell them what happened. Because
I don't even fucking remember that much, but all I remember, what did we do? We got high.
we got high. We was like in Freeport by the water.
We were like, oh yeah, let's go to the water. Let's go to this. Trying to
we
make
didn't
the shit
discuss
mad romantic.
nothing, like, and then mind you, both of these niggas was trying to talk to Becky, and I'm just like,
that's when I had the juice and the sauce back then. Now MJ got it, but it's just like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like
is this not a business meeting?
I'm
like,
confused.
Why am I high?
And I was also a weed thought back then, so I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. But I think definitely there has to be like lines drawn, like on fucking
Hustle in Brooklyn.
like, and I think it has to come from both parties. Like, sometimes a lot of women will use that, knowing that a man is attracted to us, and use that to get what we want, and use that to get into certain situations. Like, that's not cool either. We gotta keep things black and white. Yeah,
Respect it.
I think we have some answers on Instagram too.
Oh yes.
But most people just say
They
yes.
were
I'm
getting
doing
me
it.
tight.
I'm doing business. I think everybody said yes. Nobody said no. Let me check it out again.
Oh God, the creepy comments are coming in.
I mean, it's possible, but you know, I wouldn't suggest that.
Yeah, it just has to be.
It takes a real sense of maturity. Not everybody has that. You know what I'm saying? So
Everybody's like, of course, business is business.
I've done it before. Business is never personal. Your sexual attraction shouldn't stop your grind. But people are trying to think logically, nigga. We don't be logically.
It's not logically.
It's all business is business until you in the position. You know, it's like everybody. It's like what everybody said. You know what I mean? Like shout out to Mook. It's like everybody was like, yo, I could guard Jordan until you in a position and he make you look stupid. You know what I mean? Like, that's the same shit. Like, you saying, oh, you okay? Yeah. Like, you okay? Yeah, we could do business. Then you fuck around, do something, or you talk to a girl a certain way, you talk to this dude a certain way, you talk, you know what I mean? You just do kind of, oh, why you looking at him like that sort of way? Niggas be, first of all, niggas is overly dramatic nowadays, especially us men. Everybody jealous over everything. You can't even breathe next to a woman. And then shorty's ready to cut a nigga face for any little thing, too. So it's
true.
You know what I mean?
We're a little aggressive.
We real hard, especially us New York women. Like, we got to be on it. Like,
facts. So I don't want to hear about, oh yeah, business. Come on, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, there's mad people, not them necessarily, but there's wild people that fuck up their bag over dealing with people mixing business with pleasure all the time.
It just becomes messy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not here for that. We definitely posted Jocelyn and Stevie J
because that's like the ultimate mixing business and pleasure.
Facts,
and where's her music at?
Facts.
Exactly.
Big facts. A lot of the times when you mix the business and the pleasure takes over the business.
Exactly.
It's not even like y'all doing both. If we out here doing both, okay, cool. I'll take it. But we out here just in your feelings. And now what?
Now he got you fighting people and you're pregnant.
You wanna be petty and shit. Like, that's what happened with one of the guards. I mean, I'm gonna just say it, but I'm not put his name out there, but he told me, he was like, yo, he used to have a girl he used to mess with, and one of the videos, his very first video, just shot to like 2,000-3,000 views, was mad comments. So something happened where, like, I think they got into a little altercation, or it was some disagreement. She was like, oh, she just started being funny with the videos, not shooting the video. She wants to be a cameraman, mind you. The way they were shooting the stuff, it was like it would have led to some type of success. But because she got her feelings, she was like, oh, nah, I don't, making it I don't want to shoot your videos no more.
Wow.
I don't want to do this. And it's not only going to benefit him, it would benefit her. Yeah. So she was willing to let
Sacrifice
her career sink because she want to hurt this dude or because this dude did something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, yo, like I should have never got involved with this woman because we were like the first video already shot to 3,000, all them comments, and it was like, it was moving.
Yeah.
And she was like, nah, not because, you know what I mean? Like, and that makes no sense. Like, why wouldn't you want to better your life over because some happened between you, you know, in private? And that's the same thing that I'm gonna make a video about this when it comes to children. You know what I mean? Like, mother and father, it's the same shit. Being petty as parents, kids go through wild shit because, you know, the mother and the father want to be, you know, selfish and want to go through their little, you know what I'm saying, revenge plots and shit like that. And
they
then
want to hurt each other.
Yeah, want to hurt each other, and you
and
fucking up the
hurting
kid life.
Kid,
you know what I mean? Same shit. You know what I mean? It leads into parenthood. This is where it starts. It starts with little shit like this, and then it leads into the family life. So
absolutely,
damn,
absolutely. I think people definitely just need to be more responsible about like who they're inviting into their life. Like, look at the person, look at their emotional maturity, all that good stuff, because that's gonna definitely have an effect on. Because like if you might lay with this person, you might get pregnant. You might like it's just too much factors. So yeah, to be honest, the bag is all like that's all I'm focusing on, man. Serious.
Somebody said you can do business with someone you're attracted to because the money always makes it better. I'm just like, what?
Money is not everything, y'all. And money is like, if y'all don't know.
When we say we focus on the bag is just to, you know, get where we need to get as far as our goals. It's not the actual money like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's just to be able to maneuver as freely as possible. You know what I mean? As free as we can be because, you know, at the end of it all, we still willing slaves. Like if we under the system, we still gonna be a slave somehow, some way until, you know, we find a way to have our own shit. You know what I mean? Like grow our own food, do our stuff like that. Until we doing stuff like that, know how to build our own houses, get our own land, we gonna always find ourselves in a slave mentality. So the bag is just a way to try to be as free as possible.
Yes.
You know what I mean? In a confined word, that's a fact.
And in a system that's rigged against you too.
That's a fact. Word.
So that's especially another reason why, especially us as Black people, we gotta keep it together. Get the business right. Get the bag right, because we got a far way to go. And if we out here just slanging
sucking
dick
and fucking,
exactly, we ain't gonna get there. We ain't getting there. Okay.
That's why I would like to do business with women more, like with other Black women, because I feel like
I'll be attracted to them too, though. But
sometimes, but like I feel like women are less predatory. You know, like if a man is attracted to you, he's gonna make it known. Like a woman is just gonna become your friend and then fuck you, but like
fuck you on a drunk night. Yeah, exactly. That's true. All right, this is cool. I feel like we're on the same page. Everybody out here fronting, talking like yes.
Yeah, you can. Like y'all are thinking about it in the weirdest way. Like I'm not talking about a nigga you like. I'm talking about a nigga you don't like that you trying to do business with who's trying to fuck you. Like
let's just keep it not messy. Keep it black and white. Keep it professional. Go to Starbucks, y'all. Big facts. All right, but how you been though? I see you out here flourishing on the gram. Okay, king.
Nah, I'm flourishing in life, man. Like, fuck
the
gram,
right? It was the gram.
The gram is that's the, you know, we're already in the matrix. The gram is like a deeper form of the matrix. That's the matrix.
Yo,
like, that's some other shit. Like the gram is like you could really fake the funk there, man. But you know, like I don't know. It's just a certain videos went viral, and I really was just promoting my videos and stuff like that, just promoting the message, and people just took a liking to it, especially the women. You know what I mean? A couple official niggas really fucking with me heavy already. So, but it's a lot of backlash too, which I don't understand. But
really?
yeah,
like what kind of backlash?
Just people is like, oh, when it comes to I'm speaking on rape and I'm speaking on, you know, things issues us as men have created, and they always like, oh, I hate niggas like this that try to use this to gain some type of clout for so women could, you know, so get pussy, or so women could.
Oh, they're thinking you doing it to get the women. Okay.
So there's like, my nigga, how am I gonna get pussy off of talking about being child molesters and talking about rape and talking about how we have to take accountability for ourselves? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand like how the fuck, like, you feel me? Like,
yeah,
how
that's just real backwards.
Yeah, I'm just focusing on the knowledge of yourself. They're like, oh, but you don't say nothing. No, I do speak on things with women, but I can't. That's for y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? That's for y'all to do. So we can't bring nothing to the table until we fix what we created first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand it stemmed from a line of things within our history, but we got to be able to take responsibility for our own actions first. And then if we see that women are still coming at us crazy, at least, like I said in the video, we have something to present to the table. We can present something like, look, we've been playing our part. You know what I mean? I think it's time that you guys recognize that, and then we could build something solid from that. But
Absolutely.
niggas get mad like, oh, I'm not attacking you. Maybe you feel some type of way because that's you doing that.
It resonates
Yeah,
with them.
I think that's probably what it is. It's like they are part of that system, that toxic system.
But I'm
And they
part
don't
of
want
it
it
too.
to change.
I'm part of it too. It's
Yeah.
not like, I mean, I never raped or molested a child, but I'm part of it too, where I was manipulating women's minds and pimping and doing all this crazy shit, you know what I mean? Being involved with pimps and, you know, telling girls to do, I've been, you know, treating the mother of my child with disrespect, you know what I mean? And I was always constantly pointing the finger at her because I felt like she was doing a lot of things to me, but I can't worry about what she was doing. I had to worry about what I was doing and just not worry about is she gonna own up to what, you know what I mean? I'm over here not understanding I'm actually hurting her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I'm so focused on what she's doing or, you know, the case may be, and then I'm hurting my son, you know what I mean? So once you start having the knowledge of yourself, it's like, who gives a fuck what that other person's doing? Like, you have to focus in-house first before you can start telling other people what to do. And a lot of times people don't understand women really are the most, I feel, if we're gonna say oppressed, you know what I mean, are the most oppressed. Like, it's just a fact. Like, look at everything y'all gotta go through in an interview or in a to work with dudes. Say, oh, somebody always trying to have sex with you. Somebody always trying to get you naked. You feel
You gotta
me?
dress
So-
a certain type of way so niggas aren't attracted
right,
to you.
you know what I'm
like,
saying? So that's all I'm
my
saying.
God,
I'm just
that's
saying the
true.
whole accountability for yourself. People like, oh, they shouldn't put themselves in that position. That's on them. But how about we just don't rape? How about we just don't disrespect? How about we just
Exactly.
don't, you feel me? Like, yeah, if they got their whole shit out, that's on them. Let them figure that out. But we gotta hold ourselves like with a certain responsibility, with certain discipline.
Yeah, like the outfit isn't the person isn't what's causing the rape.
Even though
it's the rapist.
Even though I do understand the mentality, I do understand what they mean because, you know, like I said, like when women, you know, we could dress how we want. Look at how they do. I get it, you know, with certain things like that. I do understand because back in our homelands and like you see in the Amazon, women could walk around naked. There's no horniness. There's no
exactly.
like,
It's not like
but
sexualized.
It's a mentality that's been,
hypersexualized.
you know what I mean. But when we were colonized, having that westernized mentality is when now we can't even look at a woman in jeans without getting a hard on. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like a woman could be fully clothed. You see Muslim women in their
burqa.
in they full traditional, and niggas is still like, oh, yo, I want that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything is hypersexualized in this westernized way of thinking, you know what I mean, over here. But when you go and you're raised in a culture where, look at how everybody was always talking about polygamy.
Yeah.
We don't even know how to deal with one person yet. Why the fuck are we even putting that to the table? Let's first learn how to deal with ourselves and deal with one
Ourselves,
person,
exactly.
and then we can talk about that. Those people that you see in them cultures, this has been generations of that.
Yeah.
They know how to handle themselves with that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't yet. We're not responsible enough yet for that. Everybody's dealing with jealousy. Everybody envy, everybody petty. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole issue when it comes to these topics. People are just mad about me speaking on it, but everybody gonna be mad for whatever. Everybody's always gonna be mad about something. I'm not focused on that. You know, it's tunnel vision. I show them love. I take that in and I use that, you know what I mean, to
That's
motivate
real,
me.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
To be honest, then they just mad at themselves too. Like you just
Word.
point like it's
Exactly.
a mirror. And everything in life is like a mirror. So it's like they're just recognizing like, damn, I might be out here, you know, perpetrating all of this, all the same things that you're talking about.
and I hope I'm not talking too fast. I'm like
No,
the
no,
meds
you're
is
good.
hitting me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm a little, you feel me, messed up right now, but they hitting me a little bit, so I don't want to look crazy on the camera.
Nah,
right
you don't
now,
look
you know what I
crazy.
mean?
So
But
what do
I've
you- okay, what you
oh
about to
sorry,
say?
I've just noticed like a new trend, like because of the Me Too movement. Like there's like men who are just like, oh, I'm just about to start wearing like body cameras and like being super protective of myself so women don't say I did stuff to them. And it's just like the only way someone, like I understand people lie about rape and stuff like that, but like the only way someone could really say you did something to them is if you did something to them, you
Right.
know? So if you feel the need to like defend yourself that much, it's because you're guilty of that.
Well,
Yes,
I mean,
your character sometimes.
there was a lot of issues. I'm not gonna deny it either. Where there was this one. Personally, I know this person that she was actually on a come up. She was going to Beyonce parties and like release all
Okay.
that.
Oh,
She was,
shit.
but she lied on some dude and said that he raped her and beat her up and all of that. But she literally bruised herself. All of that. It
Oh
came
my
out that
God.
she
Oh,
and then she
no.
was about to destroy. He was about to go to court. He's pretty famous too. And he was already on a come up. His whole career was about to be destroyed. Whole career because this woman wanted to lie. And when they found out it was a lie, I don't know how they found out, but it was a lie.
Yeah.
And like it just opened the eyes to other people. Like now you don't know what to believe because now there's a lot of women who are telling the truth.
Exactly.
And then there's also a lot of women who are lying. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
those women make it worse for the women who are telling the truth. Like
Right.
nobody's gonna want to come forward anymore
Right.
because it's just like, oh well, all of y'all are be lying now. Everybody's a liar.
Facts, you know what I mean?
I think everyone should just get the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Like, especially for the men out there too. You know what I mean? Like, because there are situations like you said with your friend that he went through. But
he's not my friend. The actual
sorry.
none of them are
the
my
girl.
friend. I just know the girl.
Okay,
And we
okay,
know
okay,
like
okay,
we
okay.
were always in the same like parties back in the day
Okay,
and stuff
okay,
like
okay.
that. So
But yeah, I think everybody just needs the benefit of the doubt. And like you said, accountability for self. You know what I mean? If we're all out here looking at ourselves, pointing our finger at ourselves and making sure we move better, then hopefully like all of that other shit gets weeded out. You know what I
Facts,
mean?
word.
Exactly.
well,
Yeah. So wait, what do you think is the biggest issue like that is plaguing men in this generation, like when it comes to like dating and all that stuff?
like I said, it's a couple. I'm basically looking for a mother and a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, they mistaking the ride or die with having a woman take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Or being able to put up with your shit. And then
So wait, what is the difference between like a ride or die and like a mother? Like what does that look like?
well, a ride or die woman, like it's just, you know, basically a man is already in the position. Not in a position where he's doing well, but you can tell he's moving the way he needs to move as far as building his career, whatever he wants to do. He's responsible. Even like, you know, you can work as a team with that. You know what I'm saying? So let's say something happened where you've been working on something and you've been working really hard. Both of you guys are building together.
Yeah.
Something may happen, like you make a move, just learning. You know, a quote unquote mistake, or I call it a character building moment, and then your shit go all the way left and you got to restart all over again. She's like, yo, you got this, boom, boom, boom. She supports you. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, I got you. Don't worry about it. We're going to handle this together. That's like a ride or die. You know, even if you fall in prison or something like that, by, you know, it's just little shit. Now you constantly going to jail every time, you know what I mean? But let's say you're going through legal issues and then, you know, you really trying to change your life and she sees that you know, things like that.
Yeah.
Not when you're constantly going, you know what I mean? Because then you don't care about nothing but yourself. But another the what I say is like, when people just looking for a mother is like the dude just wants her to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like he just expects her to put up with his shit all the time. Any little thing that he do, everything gotta be okay. She gotta be okay with it. She gotta come home. Oh, okay, you gotta cook. You gotta, as they say, you gotta give me pussy. You know what I'm saying? When I want something, you gotta buy it for me. You know what I mean? Just, it's okay, my nigga, to do the dishes too, to clean the house, you know what I mean?
To cook.
Do something 50-50, like, you know what I mean? Or you can just, God set up a certain thing where I take care of this and you take care of that. But I'm just seeing a lot of brothers where they like, oh, she not doing this for me. She don't have to do anything for you. You do that for yourself first. Once she see that, you know, you taking care of yourself, you doing, and you have a mind of your own, then she can come in and, you know what I mean? Some women too, they decide to help them from the jump too, like, you know, got them. But if you're not taking her advice and she sees that she's constantly helping you and you're not making moves to at least take heed to what she's saying, then what's the point of being there? You know what I mean? Dudes just want a woman to constantly put up with their shit all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I think it's also like women too, like when you were just saying like, okay, a man who is like in a situation that's ready for a ride or die is like a man who's responsible. He has his own shit going on. So like you're able to be a partner for that person.
Yeah.
I think women need to be able to recognize what that looks like too, because a lot of the times we just want to be, you know, build a nigga. We want to fix a nigga. We want to raise a nigga.
Y'all fall in love. Y'all fall in love with potential.
with the potential.
Yeah.
That's what y'all do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And potential
all
don't
this-
mean shit.
All this is vice versa. Like, but I'm talking about go for women too.
Yeah.
But I don't speak on behalf. I speak on behalf of men because I'm a man. I don't know what it is to be in the shoes of a woman and have to deal with everything a woman, you know, deals with. Just like y'all don't understand what it is that we got to deal with too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's all I'm saying is, dudes need to stop looking for a mother and a child. Like, I mean, a mother in a woman.
And we got to stop looking for
Yeah,
sons.
we gotta look.
mean-
For sons, and we gotta stop looking for fathers too.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
because we be wanting niggas to do everything for us too, pay all the bills, buy me all the shit, while I just sit in the house and do nothing.
Now, if y'all agree to do that, that's on y'all.
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
cool, but I feel like
But I think it causes that dynamic, that, you know, that imbalance where it's just like a lot of toxicity can brew in that type of space.
I think also there's no wrong way to have a relationship. So I'm just speaking for the broad audience of what people think. But like, there's people who that works for them. That's what makes them happy. This is what makes them. I don't think there's any wrong way to have a relationship. Whatever works for y'all and y'all can be happy, cool. But if you want something that's like a 50. Come on, like dudes just, it's like when I see dudes just like they do the bare minimum. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like doing the bare minimum. You just settling for your job, being stagnant. You see that, you know, your partner needs a little bit more help with things at the house or just in the life, and she has to carry the load for everything. You know what I mean?
And you asking her for weed money and shit.
Yeah,
And now it's just like,
nah, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to. Everybody who say they a hustler, everybody always get into the bad, but y'all not. You know, believe like I said. Like, believe the patterns, don't believe words. We fall in love with the smoke screen, with that when you first meet somebody, that's always the job interview, man. I always say that, like, the most beautiful, the most attractive animals and plants in the jungle is poisonous. And it's not saying that, you know, just because you look good, but you gotta really be careful. People just automatically think that they have some type of what's the word for it? Like, what's that word? I forgot the word.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
But like, damn it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know somebody, but they know what I mean. Like, just because you look good, automatically you feel like, oh, I'm owed all of this. Like, entitlement. There you go. Entitlement.
Yay!
I don't even know why that's crazy. I sounded wild educated.
No, it's okay.
I don't think anyone thinks that about you.
At all. But people feel like they have a sense of entitlement just because they look good and things like that. And then the way I see certain, you know, men talk and certain women talk too, is like, even with men, they'd be like, oh, you got to do that. There's men that really say that shit.
Yo, I believe it. We was out in San Francisco, out in Oakland. The culture out there for men is pimp culture. You got to get everything off your bitch.
And it's in the music, too. The music from out there, oh, shit.
West Coast, when I was out there, man, everything was bitch, hoe, bitch, hoe, bitch, hoe, bitch, hoe, bitch, hoe. I don't give a fuck about no bitch. I don't give a fuck about no bitch. That's really the culture in the West Coast.
She got to give me money. She got to do this.
You got to get something out of her.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's the... If women are willing to do that, that's on them. But you know what I mean? Like, even in the South, I was in the South, and that's a big pimp culture too down there when I was down there. And you know, I was exposed to a lot, and that's when I started, you know, being poisoned with that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Where I feel like, yeah, you gotta manipulate women's minds so that they can come up out their shit, you know, give me their bread, give me this, buy me that. And that shit is real poison. That's toxic. Because I always say this, I'm gonna always continue to say this, you know what I mean? Passed down from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? He said, and if anybody has seen the Malcolm X movie, Denzel said it in the movie, it's like the women are the first teachers to our children. Whatever that woman teaches that child will go on to give the world. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. You know what I mean? When you understand that logic, I think things will start to change. You know what I'm saying? Because the understanding come after the knowledge and the wisdom. You know what I mean? The knowledge is just getting the information, like, you know, the facts. After you know the facts, there's plenty of people that know facts, but they're not practicing it.
They're not following
that's the
advice
wisdom
and stuff.
You know, showing and improving through your ways and actions. You know what I'm saying? So after you show and improve through your ways and actions, you get your understanding, and then you're able to, you know what I mean, maneuver through this world in a different manner. That's about it. So
nice. Okay, we got a long way to go, but I think that's cool about, you know, taking care of women and especially their minds. I think that's so important because a lot of men don't realize, like, a lot of things that, like, how men and women are different and like how their actions affect our mentality and like how our brains are different. So we are more emotional. We are, you know, we do move in different ways. So like, I don't think they realize like how that can really affect also the future of the world, you know?
And even the way we were raised is so different. Like we're raised to be like the perfect ladies and the perfect wife for your future husband that you don't even know. And like, I don't think men are raised to be husbands. I don't think men are raised to be gentlemen anymore.
A lot of us are babied, you know, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Especially in single parent homes. That's what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen this a lot and I've agreed with it. It's funny how the world manifests shit, because when I said it, I saw it on the gram. And I was like, it said that women, especially in single parent homes, they're raised to be these strong, you know what I'm saying, like super warriors, and then the dudes is just babied by their mothers and shit.
Yep, that's her king.
So that's why they go on to be, you know what I'm saying, looking for a mother and another woman. You know what I'm saying? That's
and
really
the
what
women
it is.
are real independent. We're like, we don't need a man. We don't need a man.
But that's another thing I don't like. I don't like that independent shit. Like, I think people need to understand the difference between independence and interdependence. I think that independence should be like, we don't need it. No, we need each other.
Exactly.
We need each other. Stop with this fucking independent. I don't need no. Stop that shit. That's some. Like, stop, man. We need to fix the problems between man, woman, and child. This independent shit, people are getting confused about this shit, man. We need, you need independence. Is just okay. I don't need somebody else to, you know, give me value or who I am. It starts with self, but it don't mean like I don't fuck. We need each other. That's the problem. We feel like we don't need each other. We need each other.
That's why we're so broken now. Is because we're distant from each other.
We need each other, man. We need each other. We need that strong family household. You know what I'm saying? that man, woman, and child. That we need that strong family, and that's the problem. We feel like, you know, like women feel like, oh, I don't need no dude. You know what I'm saying? Like they automatically
I get.
Like, nah, I don't agree with that, man.
It's
Dudes
very
need to stop with
toxic.
their bullshit, and they need to just it don't matter what happens, though. There's no excuse for not being a father. Like what happened, my situation, man, with everything I was doing in Florida, everything I was doing down south, it led me to having to come up here. People still don't know why. There's people don't really know why I'm really up here.
Okay.
But there's things that happen. And
So wait, you had moved down south and then you moved back.
Yeah, I moved back up. I had a
Okay,
son,
okay.
and then I stood up for like a year, some change. Then I had to move back up. A lot of people really don't know why I did, but there's a lot of people that I caught a lot of backlash for it. It was a lot of things I was going, but you never give up, man. That's another fucking thing. Like people get so caught up in what other people have like to think about them. Like, I don't want to go around because the family's gonna say this. I don't go around because my family's gonna say. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You block all that. It don't matter what slick comments come. You there for that child, and you can't cheat the universe. So if anybody does try to do something, eventually that shit gonna come full circle. You feel me?
That's their karma.
You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like we need each other. We definitely need each other. It's gonna take a mature mind to really understand it. I think people now are starting to grow, especially younger kids, because of the internet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what I was gonna say. The internet is very powerful with spreading all this information.
As much bullshit as there's out, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that can be used to grow. There's a lot of platforms that's out there that you can go to people and see people and can allow you to intake that information and apply it to your life. You know what I mean? So I don't like that whole independent thing of the misconstrued independence. You know what I mean? Because we do need each other. You need man, woman, and child. Even the universe has a positive and negative. We have a male, female, not gender wise. I'm talking about just the way it works. You know what I mean? The two, you know, you need that polarity. You know what I'm saying? That rhythm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word.
So what does that interdependence look like in a relationship, like in a healthy relationship? I feel like it's crazy that we have to even ask that, but I feel like we don't really
just weren't
see
taught
that
that
you know
shit.
what I mean?
Well, a healthy relationship is just it's never gonna be something that's like a fantasy that's perfect. It's just basically first of all, it's having open communication and getting about your feelings.
That's key.
You know what I mean?
I seen
Like,
you just posted that the other day, the last video.
Yeah, getting about your feelings and just being able to talk and have a conversation and not lose your temper. That's what it is. People get mad over things, and it's really because of how they view things in their own way, and they think this is how it's supposed to be. I don't think, but you have to learn how to address your partner. Both men and women have to learn how to address your partner. Take time to really, your tone and your voice, it plays a part.
Tone is everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I honestly just learned about that shit, like with my tone, like, because Becky be telling me that shit all the time, and I be like, well, all I said was this, but she's like, but you said it like this.
I'm like, she's like,
so
no, I didn't.
I'm
like,
reacting like this.
You're still doing it.
Being able to have constructive criticism is key. Being able to not take things personal, and you know, even though you feel like you're not doing it, just take the time to listen and then reflect on it and then really think about what the person said and then just be more aware of how, you know, you speak to somebody, how you move, things like that. You know what I mean? That's all, man.
I think that's definitely key.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I just saw your last video where you're talking about like be a slut like for your woman and be a slut for your man.
Yeah.
What exactly do you mean by that? Like can you go more in detail?
Just being able to just explore everything. I mean, just you can have boundaries. Like I'm just not, you know, certain things I wouldn't do. Like I'm not about to let somebody finger me in my ass.
What about they can't eat your ass?
Nah, I'm good on that. It's not really for me. But go for the furthest you can for the person you with. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times everybody want to be Big Willie from the jump. Every girl want to be that freak from the jump. You know, you got to understand that just because you did something to this person before don't mean necessarily that they're going to like this now. Every man body different. Every woman's body's different.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to like the same thing. And you shouldn't be disappointed because you didn't get to please. I think there should be an open line of communication when it comes to sex. Like, yo, I don't like this. Maybe do it like this. And if you don't have it, just direct them. Okay, do it. Nah, I don't like it like that. You know, do it this way. Do it this way and keep working on it until you get it right. But the thing is the pride. It's the ego and the pride where, like, when you tell them I don't like this, oh, you don't like it. You know, people like, oh, my God. Like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're
like,
not comfortable. They're not open. I think that also has to do with, like, who people are having sex with, who they're laying down with. Some people just want to do it like for the feeling or for the nut or for the this, and it's just like
people think it's. I'm talking about like in a marriage or in a committed relationship or something serious. You know what I'm saying? People think everything gotta be. They get so infatuated with porn and shit. They think everything's supposed to be like that.
Like
Well, then look up the porn and then try to figure out how you do it. But communicate. Don't people. I know it's a lot of people. Oh, he gave me whack dick. Like I ain't fucking him no more. But yeah, as they sad because I like him, but he got whacked. How about you tell him what to do then?
Exactly. Like y'all didn't even talk about it.
You didn't even talk about it. Oh, his whack. Oh, she whack. She don't give head like the way I like. She don't do this. She don't want to do. Why don't you tell her?
Exactly.
And then, but it takes the other person too
to be able to receive it,
to not get in their feelings,
Yeah.
to be able to receive that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And then be like, but then everything is a process. Oh, so you've been doing this before too? Like, you know, everything is an issue. So
you like your dick sucked like that because of that? Because of that bitch to suck your dick like that?
I don't know why everybody thinks they're fucking with virgins.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
You're a whole adult. Like you've been fucking for at least 10 years.
People have like an issue with people's pattern. Like, oh, you a hoe. This, that. I'm like, yo, my nigga, there's different ways to be hoes, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could whore your energy. You could whore yourself thin. Like you could, you know what I'm saying? You could really be on some like you spreading yourself so you helping everybody else. You whoring yourself at that way. So how you not, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever a person gonna do is gonna do. But I always tell women too, if you gonna decide to sleep with a bunch of people, just understand that there's consequences to that too. I'm not telling you you're wrong for that, because you know us men we get praised for that too. But I'm just saying there's consequences for that too, especially since you have a womb and you're receiving. It's actually more. It's a little bit more dangerous. The shit that y'all receiving, especially from dudes that be out here bugging out.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
Yeah, I feel like
it really is.
You have to be very, very careful about who you're doing it with, and I think that's the key point that I've taken, like from like my experiences and stuff. It's like it doesn't even matter like how many, but it's just like who. That was the most damaging thing for me. It wasn't about I had sex with this many people. It was like I had sex with these trash dudes, and it's like, why? What does that say about me? And what does that teach me? What did that do to me? You know,
and then they also left a piece of themselves with you, and you left a piece of yourself with them.
Right. Whatever demons and shit you dealing with is on them, so you gotta be careful.
And you never know what people is going through. Like you don't know how people was raised. You don't know what the fuck they got going on, and you just gonna let that inside of you. Like,
and then people get
I'm
hyped.
talking to myself right now.
And, you know, people get hyped. Oh, he may be busting out. But it's not the same. You know, it's not the same. It's not the same if you. I keep saying, I'm gonna always repeat this, man. The orgasm starts before you even touch a woman's body. Orgasm starts before you even touch a man's body, man. It starts right here in the mind with conversation, with spending time with the person. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, and I tell people all the time, I still fall victim to a lot of shit that I talk about. It's not like I'm over here acting like I'm this, that, and the third. Like I'm talking down, my nigga. Like, you know, maybe you just intimidated by what I'm saying, because it's real shit, dude. It's real shit. I see a lot of people too. You know what I mean? There's things I don't agree with. Shout out to this dude, Derek Jackson. There's a lot of things I don't agree with.
I seen him.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes I don't. You know, I just recently got put on to him.
Okay.
Because he was like, you remind me, like I'm not him. You know what I'm saying? But there's things I agree with, there's things I don't agree with, there's things I feel like he bashing men too much. And there's other times where I feel like, you know, he correct on it, but he's making an effort. Whatever reason it's for, the message is out there. And I feel like, you know, whenever men speak on men issues about us, we get mad. When women speak on us, we get mad.
Yeah.
When the fuck are we gonna, you know what I mean, take the time?
Yeah, y'all gotta take accountability.
To create the space to have the conversation, to have the dialogue if everybody's mad and in their feelings. They want to say that we be in our feelings.
Like, we always talk. We've been talking since we were younger.
And that's another thing I don't like is like, why, you know, and I appreciate the support and love, but I also build a platform within the Instagram that I have. You know what I mean? I go on live and shit. There's women that come and they go on my live and they able to, you know, tell the stories as victims, the assault stories, the rape stories, the molestation stories, and the people in my comments, they're very supportive. So in the moment I see some shit go, I'm like, yo, we not doing that here. We not. And I like seeing that women in my live that comment, they're so supportive of they're very loving, they're very nurturing, and you don't see that a lot.
You really don't.
So I really like that, the fact that I mean, and it's, to me, the only sad part about it is like, why does it have to take a man? Why are women been telling us this all this time? Why is it when a man says it, it gets praised to that point? Why isn't it enough when the women say it? You know what I mean?
I think it's because it's not expected for a man to really like feel those types of ways and like talk like that. So like, I just feel like that's just the way society is. Like when a man does something, he's always gonna get praised for it, and when a woman does something, it's just like, well, y'all are used to doing that. Like, you've been smart, you've been like this, so we're used to seeing that shit.
But I don't think that's correct. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be praised for that. I appreciate the support of the fact of the topics that I talk and the way I address certain things. But I think we need to just be more, you know, aware of when women are speaking up. Maybe we should just listen and really take heed to what they're saying,
and just try to understand them.
People forget that, you know, who was the first people to teach us everything and be hooked on. We were hooked on our mother's breast. You know what I mean? That was the person that was really teaching us everything. We spent the most time for the first year, first 2 years of our lives. You know what I mean? So we forget that. We really forget that. You know what I mean?
We really do.
Yeah. So how are you like dealing like with dating and relationships right now in your personal life?
I'm still fucked up. You know, I still feel like I ain't shit. You know what I mean? I was dealing with a woman. You know what I mean? And we was together, and then like a while, and then now I'm single. You know what I'm saying? For whatever case may be. But it's a lot of things she was dealing with internally. There's a lot of things I was dealing with internally. But the fact that we were able to recognize that before it got toxic and it got crazy, and we able to still be friends and be cool. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a blessing.
You know what I'm saying? We never know what's gonna happen in the future, but right now, I'm actually also just being able to really dig within myself and deal with the pain that I've caused others and the pain I've caused myself. You know what I mean? I'm out, just talking to, I talk to women. You know what I mean? I talk to this shit is like, it's like, it's almost like I don't feel like I'm worthy sometimes. You know what I mean? To be, because of the things I've done, and really when I was in a relationship, when I cheated on her, like, and I realized I wasn't doing any of this when I was single, but then when I get in a relationship, I should start cheating. So I realized I was sabotaging my own self because, you know what I mean, of am I afraid of commitment? You know what I'm saying? Am I really afraid of that commitment? And I would tell her. It wasn't like, I mean, when I first cheated on her, I told her straight up, I'm like, yo, like within the 20 minutes, the girl was even there.
Was in the
and
room?
And she was not even in the room. She was like, because we went outside. And
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I. And then the girl was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you crazy? I was like, nah, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then the other time where it happened, I told her, I told her every other single time. But at the end of the day, if you really care about somebody, you're going to own up to that shit. You know what I mean? And you're going to let them know. You're not going to have them out here looking stupid, living a lie. You got to keep it real with yourself. And after you keep it real with yourself, you keep it real with that person you with.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And the fact that she still stood and she was there and she didn't even feel stupid because she's almost like she knew why I was doing it. And
she understood you as a person and your personal development.
And then it was like she just knew, like, she always saw me as like this person, like, I know where you're headed, I know what you're gonna be, and I know that you're gonna be like this. You're an amazing person to me, you know what I mean? And I know that when you get it together, you gonna get. I guess she saw like that I was really working hard. It wasn't like I was just saying shit, and you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It's like I got a little emotional about it because it's like, yo, I did so much to women, like things that are unimaginable, that I feel like I was the cause of a lot of women's like downfall. Even though everybody's responsible for self, but you're
just taking your accountability.
Yeah, and I didn't rape her, child molest. I didn't do that. I don't do that shit. But as far as other things that I had women, I was putting women in certain positions, and basically what a lot of men do, they see a vulnerable woman and they take that to their advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They use their vulnerabilities against them for their own personal benefit.
But are you working on like forgiving yourself?
Yeah, definitely.
All that stuff. So what is that? What does that look like?
A lot of fucking reading.
Okay.
A lot of quietness. You know what I mean? If that's even a word. But definitely, like, outside of Instagram, like, because people see me so vocal, they think I'm very, very. If I'm not twisted, I'm pretty quiet. I'm pretty to myself. You know what I'm saying? If I have a conversation, it's between 1 and 2. You know what I mean? Like this. You know what I mean? But just observing and I think do more, say less. And once I do more, you know what I mean? Like, just speak even fewer words. You know what I mean? Because I wanna be able to just. I want to travel into this realm of my deepest, my deepest dark moments, my deepest darkness, because I feel like we run away from that. We run away from our darkest moments, and that's what doesn't allow us to heal. Because to deal with yourself and to deal with the reality of yourself and to be 100% honest with yourself, that's difficult. That's difficult.
It really is.
It's the hardest thing to do.
That's difficult to be 100% honest with yourself. It's very difficult.
Because we're scared. We're scared of what's on the inside. You
know what I mean? And it takes a certain amount of people. It takes a special person to really, like. That's what it's like the way they broke it down to something. It's called it was a warfare of the mind, right? It was like it takes a special person. You really have to dig in to be 100% honest. Like, that means you're not gonna blame on nobody, even if they did do something to you. You gonna take that shit to the chest. You know what I mean? And that shit could drive you crazy, son. Like, it was to the point where I was almost like one of those people that was like talking to themselves on the train. Type shit. And I really understand like why. It's kind of like those make it or break it moments. Like, I tell everybody, kind of like when you see those old kung fu movies where they going through the training, or they going through them stages where, like, or even Dragon Ball Z where he about to die, he's at the brink of death, and all of a sudden something click and they just turn superhuman. Yeah, that's really it. It's either either you going.
I do know. I do know.
It's either you gonna die, you gonna fall into that pit, or some gonna click in your mind, and you gonna that's what's gonna bring you to that next level. And like Will Smith said at the brink, I think I'm just paraphrasing, at the brink of death, on the other side of death, the other side of that fear is the greatness, is your greatness, is your next level. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to Will Smith. Hopefully he watched this podcast. Jada, what up? I fuck with you.
I'm trying to get on Red Table Talk.
I'm really trying to get on Red Table Talk.
I watch that shit every week.
We gonna, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. You know what I mean?
definitely. I definitely resonate with a lot what you're saying about like
definitely
facing all the things that you've been dealing with, all your darkness. I feel like that's what I've been going through, especially this past month. I say like very, very intensely.
I feel like November is a hard month for us in general.
It is,
every
but
year.
I think this year the way I've dealt with it, instead of just being, last year I went crazy. Like
it's always the holidays.
It
right?
is.
Well,
it really is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the holidays, and also we had an older brother that passed away like in November. So like
literally, but also it's like he passed away on 11/11. So it's kind of like for like. I don't know, I've just started to see it differently, you know what I mean? And instead of just being like so sad and angry or just pushing it to the side or just being like
deal with it.
Yeah, just dealing with it and just dealing with what that looks like and dealing with like how that has affected my life and dealing with how that has affected my dating life and like not falling into those patterns anymore, because I think that's what happens. It's the patterns. Like you said, like the self-sabotage, all that stuff. You have to recognize like, wait, this is what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? I don't want this.
Right.
I don't want to be in this place.
And I think that's what also me dealing with like the deaths of my family. My cousin, he was in December. You know, he was killed. My uncle, he was killed. You know what I'm saying? I have like close friends, they were killed. My best friend, he committed suicide, and I just lost one of my homegirls on October 7th. You know, I grew up with. She was killed. She was murdered. Like, you know, trying in front of her mother, like domestic violence. You know what I mean? And you know, so much peace. Always Sade. You know what I mean? And I'm real cool with the family. I'm always on the move, so I can't really always. But you know what I mean? Like she definitely was. It was a shock because, you know, we I just remember always going to like parties with her, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like a real ill, like, you know, friendship. You grow up with people, and then like we kind of lost contact because, you know, she got into a relationship, and dude was I found out dude was just a little controlling, and he was always on some. So because I was wondering like, why we don't even talk no more? Like why I just always like, you know, how I got cool with son. That was a what up, and then like she would say hi and shit. You know what I mean? But it was never like how before, be like, yo, we be out, you know what I'm saying? And then she had kids, she was always about, you know, her kids, and every time I saw her, it was always with the kids or about her family, and she was never out running around these streets crazy, you know what I mean? So, and then dude ended up doing what he do, and I see how it affected the family, and that's a strong ass family. Like, you know, I got a lot of love for them, definitely, and especially her pops, you know, who always install certain things with me within the street and things like that. Like, you know what I mean? First and foremost, my father. Shout out to my father. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people he wasn't always like the most perfect, you know, but he installed a lot of shit. And shout out to my mother too. Shout out to my father too. I feel like a lot of dudes too are afraid to. People who have fathers are afraid to big up their father because that's not the cool thing to do, because other people didn't have fathers in their lives, you know. But I don't think you should be ashamed of that. You know, don't be ashamed of that.
I agree.
Especially in hip hop and our culture. It's like, oh, you got a father, you not cool. Fuck is you talking
you got
about?
A father, relax. You don't got no problem.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
I feel like people have said that to us our whole lives, like, because our parents have, like, they're together. They've been married for like 30 years.
We live in a house. We have a backyard. We have, you know, we have a lot of like blessings and privileges, and people kind of used to like make us feel bad about it, and I used to like kind of like downplay my shit because compared to a lot of people, maybe I wasn't going through as much, but
and then our family still couldn't escape fucking gun violence and gang violence and shit like that. So like,
but you know, it's like shout out to all the fathers out there, and it's cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand like that's the internal thing of like, because they missing something, you know what I mean? So shout out to the people who don't have fathers that have, but maybe have a father figure or something who's trying to figure it out, but don't ever be ashamed because you got two parents in your crib. And it wasn't perfect it's not perfect. I'm keeping it real. It's not perfect in my crib. It wasn't. But my pops never gave up his responsibility. And I think because I had that example, you know, being that my son is in another state, he always gave me that push where it's like, you know what I mean? It don't matter where you at, you gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And make sure your son, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to the mother of my child. Shout out to the mother of my child's you know, fiance or husband, boyfriend. I don't know if they're married with her, but he's also a father to my son. Shout out to that man for from what I know. You know what I'm saying? He cares about my son, and and he took on that responsibility as well. So shout out to him, and for him being, you know what I mean, a stand-up dude like
That
that.
is
You know what I'm
beautiful.
saying? And hopefully one day we can just keep working on being a jail family. You know what I mean? And so definitely shout out to my that whole side of the family. You know, shout out to my family who from Panama writing him letters and stuff. You know, shout out to everybody.
So beautiful.
You know what I mean? So
That's
it's all about
beautiful.
the energy that you give out, and all about the respect that you give. You know what I mean? It's always about the kids. That's what the babies are the greatest. That's what the 5% nation teach. Anything else is food. All that shit that you hear about 5% is supposed to be. We people that we walk with righteousness. You know what I mean? And I think it's about time people understand that we're not out here promoting no other hate and shit like that. That's what people think. We don't do that confusion shit. If you're gonna wear that flag, wear it right and walk with, you know, walk with a sense of righteousness. That's all. You feel me? So.
Yo.
I went on a rant, but whatever.
No,
it's
good.
okay, it's
I'm just
okay.
thinking like, dang, where are the guys like you at? Like
For
seriously,
real.
Like I
with
said,
this
guys like
mentality.
me, or the image that you put of me, that you create because of how I talk,
That's
and because you know what I
true,
mean.
that's
true. That is
I still have issues.
That's
If you
true,
get
that's
to know
true.
me, you're gonna be like, damn, I don't like this about him. Don't ever put me on that pedestal, because you setting yourself up for failure. Because the moment I do one little thing that's out of that perfect box that you put me in, you're gonna be disappointed. And
Have
it's-
you had that happen to you a lot?
Yeah, but there's nothing I didn't tell you. I'm like, I've been told you this. So how you at?
I tell you in the videos,
Yeah.
I do all this shit
Yeah,
too.
yeah, like-
So what did you expect?
Yeah.
I think people just need to not put people on pedestals
Yeah,
and have
yeah.
expectations of people in general.
Put yourself in that fucking.
That's what I was about to
Exactly.
say. Exactly.
Word is born.
have
you know what I mean?
expectations of yourself.
Can't wait for this to come out on YouTube.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's
come
gonna
out
be lit.
Thursday. It's gonna be
Wait,
lit.
are we out of time?
We have a little bit more time. I want to talk about since you've been like growing on Instagram and stuff, and I feel like also like we just also have to acknowledge that like you're like attractive as well.
I
So
appreciate
it's
it.
also like I
Yeah.
feel like that allows like a space for the ladies to like come in and feel more comfortable. Do you have any? Have the ladies been coming crazy to you?
I wouldn't say coming crazy, no pun intended. Pause. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them have shared their like victim stories and things like that. So I feel like I would be a piece of shit to take advantage of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But there have been women who have been, I would say, coming forward to, you know,
Shooting their shot.
in a sense, you know. But I don't really dive too into that, because you know I know what's my mission, and I don't know what it's for. You know, I don't know what it's for. I really don't know what it's for. You know,
Yeah.
maybe they have an image of me, like I said, they think I'm whatever, but I don't want to use because of the movement that I'm pushing forward, which is not a woman's movement. I don't have a right to do that. I'm just accountability for what us as men do, and just knowledge of yourself. That's what I'm pushing. I don't want to use that and just basically look like I'm the same nigga that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like these very niggas I'm talking about, I'm using this, and then niggas is already saying, yo, he using this to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to start going crazy, having sex with everybody and shit, you know what I mean? But nah, man, I mean, you know, there's women that have shot their shot, you know, with certain things, but I'm just not really on that type of time. Like, you know, we could talk, you know what I mean? You develop friendships first, and then you see where it go. There's also women who just do it just to see if they can get me, and then they just do like, you know, like shit we talked about in clothes, like in private, like, you know what I mean? Like, you bugging. You know what I'm saying? Like really, like you
Just playing the game.
Yeah, you see what type of time I'm on, so you really trying to be. Why would you? I feel insulted. Why would you try to do some shit like that? That's all. You know what I mean? A lot of women do shit like that. You know what I mean?
Dang, this is really, really good. I feel like I'm about to. I need to like watch this again.
Definitely.
I need
I'm
to listen
gonna
to
definitely
it
watch
on
this
the way
shit.
home. Nah, but I feel like it's dope because we've had our own conversations outside of this. Like I said, we have our friendship and everything.
Yeah.
I'm just really excited, like, to be in a relationship and to actually most importantly be in a relationship with myself, be in a good place with myself, so that I'm able to eventually get to that place where I have a healthy relationship, where I have a family, I'm teaching the kids, raising the future, all that stuff, because I feel like that's really, really, really what it's about. Like,
Right, and
for
people
me,
are not. What it's about right now for them is just getting popping on social media, being famous.
Being
Everybody's
famous,
going after the
being
same
rich.
fucking shit. Like, you know, it's like Pac said. But I wish Pac was still here so you could say it again, because now it's even worse. Everybody wants to do the same thing. Either you want to be an athlete, or you want to be a rapper, or you want to be in entertainment business, or just some entertainment shit. Not everything is for everybody, man. We need more more teachers. That's why I use this platform, because this is what everybody looks to. We need more teachers. We need more fucking scientists. We need more astronomers. You know what I mean? We need engineers. Like, you know, come on. Like, why everybody? I feel like it's a mentality where we feel like we can only do this.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to study history and see that our people like come on, even like all through the Central South America and stuff like that. The Mayans, they was the one that really they had a big influence on mathematics, where they was the ones that added in the number 0. You know what I mean? With certain things on architecture. Even back in the motherland, back in Africa, there's people created mathematics and all this shit. Like, why the fuck everything gotta just be sports, entertainment,
and twerking?
And twerking, which is not a bad thing. It's cool.
It's not bad. There needs to be a balance. It's definitely imbalance right now.
And not everything is for everybody. And it's like everybody wants to just go after the same thing because what they want. They want the praise.
And it's also fast money, too.
Yeah, they want the celebrity shit. And they want I got the chain show off and get the, come on,
But then
son.
all these celebrities are depressed as fuck. They're on drugs because they're so unhappy.
They realize when they get there, like, you have to be in that position, you gotta have a strong mind. That's why people like Dolph, like young Dolph, dudes like him, like, even though he still has his ups and downs, he got a strong mind. He know how to maneuver, like maneuver through his shit without losing himself. There's a lot of people that know how to maneuver, like Styles P know how to maneuver without losing himself. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that are in the industry that know how. You can tell. Yeah. You can tell.
That's why they have remained themselves.
Yeah, they remain themselves, or they just not even in the limelight. They build their own little, you know what I'm saying, their own little following, and then they go.
Yeah, they sustain. They eat off of that instead of trying to just be out here.
People don't care though. They think that they're not gonna be the ones that's gonna be depressed, so they don't. They just see people that I'm living good, but once I live good and get into this industry, I'll figure it out then. But it don't work like that.
No.
You gotta figure it out now.
No,
and
that's more important than
try to
anything
figure it
else.
out now, and then on your journey to get into that, you figure out how you're gonna
more and more.
Yeah. Start now, my G. Like, don't think you get up there and then all your problems gonna end. Like I said the last time, when you get to that top of the hill, that's just the bottom of another hill you're gonna have to climb. Your motherfucking problems don't stop just because you get money. The problems don't stop just because you gain quote unquote what you think is success. And I'm realizing that now, being away from my son, is like I had like a conflict where I'm like, which I think I'm gonna do the song. I'm gonna do the song, but it was like I was just like, yo, like, what am I really doing this for? Like,
doing music.
It's like, you know what I'm saying, or doing things for, because I'm like, yo, I see I'm making progress, but it's like, that's time away from my son. So I'm making sure that I go hard for my shit now. So at least that, when he gets to a certain age, I can be able to even travel more. He can come more, and I can show him certain things. Because there's certain things that I know I'm going to be able to teach him. There's certain things that I know I can't teach him because his mother and her partner, you know what I'm saying, his other father will be able to teach him that I can't, because I'm not hip to those things. But there's things that I'm hip to that he's gonna be able to learn. So it's like he's gonna be a super child, and that's what I want people to see. If you can just work together, and it's about the child. Get up out your feelings. It's not about whatever personal feelings you have. We can talk about it in private and deal with it in private. When we dealing with a child and his mind, let's stick to what the fuck the main goal is, and create the best possible environment, the best possible healthy mind for that child. So then that child can go on and pass it on to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really like the fact that you said his other father, because I feel like a lot of men, like, who are biological fathers, they don't like to give other men that credit, and I really like the fact that you said that.
Well, from what I know, from what I know, and from what I see, and my son seem comfortable and things like that. You know what I mean? From what I know, I think what do you want? The mother of your child never to fucking be in a relationship ever again? And then if he's gonna be around the child, even if I lived in Florida, my son was gonna be gonna see that man more than me anyway. I probably would have just been my son on the weekend, or whenever I get a vacation, she'd be like, I go, you know what I mean? But my son was gonna be with that man all the time. So it's like, why would I be mad if he respects the mother of my child and he's building a life, he's helping build a life with them, and he's respecting my son? Why am I gonna be mad about that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if he don't want to talk to me at the time, maybe he has that's on him, but I'm still gonna respect that man. At first, I was a little when my son was first calling his father, I'm like, why you said this wasn't gonna happen? Why are you doing that? And then once they explained it, she's like, he did on his own. I don't know, but that has nothing to do with me. If that's what he did, cool. That one time, like, don't keep telling me. I know you feel. I don't feel. I'm very vocal. If I will feel a certain way, I would tell you. But for that first time, I was like, I was
taken aback about
I was like, yo, like, but you just said, like, because you could have easily been like, no, I don't care. This is not. But if you feel like that's the best, and you're very comfortable with that, that's fine too. Then I'm gonna accept it as well. You know what I mean? At least he's treating from what I know, he's treating my son with respect. He's not hitting my son. He's not molesting my son. He's not doing it from what I know. So I'm gonna make sure that I respect that man. If he don't respect me, that got nothing to do with me. I know my truth. I know why I know I had to leave. I know I'm still in contact with my son. I know the mother of my child. She not doing no petty shit right now from what I know. So as long as we get to have a healthy relationship, that's all I give a fuck about. I don't care what anybody else fucking says about me. You can say whatever you want, because my father, you know what I'm saying? Mad people talked wild shit about this motherfucker. Really? Mad shit. And he's still to this day, you know what I'm saying, is there for his children. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to block all that out. You're going to allow somebody else.
People going to talk.
Yeah, people going to talk regardless. And it's really your actions, your way to, it's really about how your child views you. So I'm a still respect. I'm going to respect him all my child. I'm going to respect his other father. And I'm going to respect everybody in that family.
Because that's going to make him see you as like someone like, wow, regardless.
Right.
Your dad is
and they haven't
disrespected
disrespected me. Like even his grandmother, the mother of my child's mother, you know what I mean? When I call, she has him there. She, you know what I mean? Even if we had disagreements or we didn't see eye to eye with things, she still, you know what I mean? So shout out to her. You know what I mean? I'm always treat her with respect. So they may not know I genuinely have a lot of love for them. Whether they think it's just because of my son, because of the way they love my son, I'ma love them to unconditionally because of the way they treat my son. And I think that people need to start, like I said, getting out there, stop getting your feelings. It's about your kids. So if you understand yourself, you understand the main goal, make sure that you treating your mother. You can't control how somebody else is going. So even if she tries to be petty with you and things like that, you can't control that.
All you can control is how you respond.
How you respond. You know, like the quote that I said, you know, how somebody treats me is a reflection of who they are. How I decide to respond is an awareness of who I am.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
That quote, I live by that quote. For me.
I love that. All right, wow. We just got a lot of gems. But let's wrap it up. We're gonna keep chatting. We can keep talking. We're gonna do a little after show too. If you don't mind, we'll take some callers. But before we wrap it up, please let everybody know where they can find you at, and if you have like what you're working on, all that good stuff.
My fault.
Right, okay.
You can find me 7 Perception, the number 7, and then Perception. So PERCEPTION 7 Perception. You can find me on Instagram. I mean, that's pretty much where I'm building my stuff. But you can also find me on YouTube, 7 Perception. I'm gonna try to start making more of it because my videos I have up now, they're pretty old, but you could check them out. I have better content now, but you could just type in anywhere on social media. I don't really use Facebook like that, but just Instagram and YouTube, even SoundCloud. But I got, old shit on there. But the number 7 and then Perception is all spelled right. Thank y'all for having me. You know what I mean?
Of course not. Thank you so much for coming on. Like, I'm definitely glad to have you in my life and have you as a friend. Definitely. And like to see your growth as well, we hit 10K together and now you already at 13K. Like,
nah, man. Like,
damn.
That was just love. That's just, proper marketing. You know what I'm saying? Proper marketing. I already told y'all like how to get.
Told us the secret.
We're working on it. We're working. We're plotting.
Word. So definitely just keep marketing your stuff, and really if people relate to the content. They will, you know what I mean? They're gonna be drawn to it. It's barely because people promote all day, but if your content is not something that people can grab onto, then and I do this genuinely. This isn't something because I think
that's also key too. Being genuine and authentic. People can feel that. They can feel when it's not. When you're just doing it for likes.
Facts.
Or they can feel when like, wow, you're really just trying to get this message across.
Right. No doubt.
All right, everybody follow Shameek on the gram and on all his platforms. And we want to thank you guys so much for listening to another episode. You can follow us on Instagram at The Whole Phase and at The Whole Phase Memes for all the funny shit. You gotta laugh. You gotta throw some laughter in there.
Yeah, we're also The Whole Phase on Twitter. We trying to be live on Twitter too. I don't know how the Twitter works yet, guys. I need help.
We're working it. You can also catch this not live. You can catch this on YouTube, the whole episode on Thursday. And our YouTube is Sirens NYC, SIRENS NYC. You can find all the videos up there. We be doing covers. We be doing mad shit on there too. Check it out.
Peace to the gods and earths, man. Shout out to Sunyez Allah. Shout out to his earth. Shout out to Rudy Low, Rakim Allah. You know what I mean? One of the godfathers of the low lives that put me into this knowledge of self. You know what I mean? Definitely shout out to the nation, man. For real.
Definitely. And you guys can also follow me on Instagram at Everybody Loves Becky.
You can follow me on Instagram at MJSmokesMJ.
Follow them, y'all.
Please
Fuck out of
follow
here.
us.
Stop being
Got that
stingy.
new thirst trap
You know
up
what
for
I'm saying?
y'all.
Yo, I was about to say, yo, you out here looking crazy. Oh, I'm like, yo, I mean, looking at that shit, I had to take a double take. My son looking flavor.
Oh,
You know?
flavor,
You know
like
what I'm saying?
multiple flavors, okay?
Multiple.
Sauce,
Right.
all of that shit.
Thanks.
Nah, but we'll be right back with our after show, y'all. Hoes After
See
Dark,
y'all.
okay?